Let's get it started. It's unscripted. P-Funk. Spoiled Vicious. Nard the Madman. Hey, man, listen, I just need to get everything started, man. I've been excited. I'm not going to lie. I've been really excited, man. I got a lot of topics. Man. It's unscripted. I got a lot of topics. I've been holding shit in for like a long time since the last interview. So, yo, let's get it started.
Hey, man. What up, you, Vlad?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? You know,
Social
it's still COVID. It's still COVID. You know, so
6 feet.
Yeah, it was 6 feet. Is it 6 feet?
Yeah,
Close enough.
I got about 6.5.
Yeah, there you go. Nard came in with a mask on. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
I'm a mask and 12 feet.
So look, we need to get started. I want to talk about Kenosha.
Okay.
Shooting.
Yeah, it's off the chain.
Off the chain. Kyle Rittenhouse. 17-year-old, AR-15.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Killed two. Was it two people?
Two people got killed.
Two people got killed.
One injured right now.
Two people got killed. One person at the time is critically injured and
might be stable. I'm not sure. I know 2 people died.
Yeah. I guess my question is, right? Like, I know I see in the paper it was wrong. You know, he was wrong. All right, let me just lay that out there. I feel like, you know, he was wrong. Shouldn't have went out there. He shouldn't have been. He was underage. He's a legal firearm from what I'm seeing in the news.
It's illegal. It was an illegal firearm.
That's what I said, right? That's it. Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, it was an illegal firearm.
It was illegal.
It was an illegal firearm he had.
Right,
So the AR-15 was an illegal firearm as far as what they're telling us right now in the news.
Okay, all right.
He's 17. He was underage. So
They got several flags on play.
So it's several flags on the play. Now, I guess my question is, was he what I guess I really want to say is he totally guilty? Or
why did he shoot them?
Yeah, I guess that's what the question really is why did he shoot him?
Why?
And was he justified for shooting them?
Right. Like, was they coming at him with guns? Like,
I mean, it's weird. Like it's like I said, there's two. Right. There's the legal aspect of whether he.
There's the legal fact.
There's legal right and wrong,
yeah.
And there's moral right and wrong, and sometimes they don't agree with each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, they just don't fit on the same platform. But
he has, like, you gotta look.
I mean,
you gotta look at it from both sides.
I mean, what I'm saying is, I mean, okay, if he, I mean, because now we're wandering into this if space. You know what I mean? If my mom had nuts, she'd be my dad. So stripping away all the extraneous things in terms of fucking, you know, the surround, like, you know, he ultimately went to a firestorm.
Mm-hmm.
He went into, a hostile area and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, he ultimately at a certain point wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
So
everybody's not supposed to be there, but he wasn't supposed to be there.
So you start with that right there. That's what you're telling me. You start with the parent driving the child to the incident.
I'm going to start right there. Okay. Like, why? I mean, if you would poll parents across the nation, shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the percentages would be,
it's like
but I would say
dropping you off at war. Like,
I would figure a high percentage of them would not be fucking dropping their kid off with an AR-15 across state lines or 15 minutes away or however far it is away.
It was around 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
I don't care how far it is away and shit. I'm not dropping my kid off at 17 with a gun to go anywhere.
Okay.
And I mean, unless he's going hunting. I mean, I guess if he's going to a hunting party, I guess that makes sense. But I mean, ultimately, there are checkpoints along the way where he could have been stopped, and nobody ever put that in place. So that's where I'm in place at.
So you start with the parent.
I'm going to start with the parent.
You start with the parent.
But all right, so he was.
You start with the parent.
But But
right, for putting him in a situation, yeah.
But let's take it a step further and shit.
All right, so now the parent. So it starts with the parent. Bang. Well, so now the parent drops him. So we get past that. Right?
So what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So the next step is this shit. Fucking. There's the social aspect of it and shit, right? Okay. So when I don't know if I'm sitting outside and I see somebody who looks relatively young, not we know his age at this point. Shit, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I see somebody walking down the street, regardless of the situation, with a fucking rifle, I got red flags.
Right, but he was part of a militia, right?
He's part. He
part of somebody protecting something.
Yeah, right. I call it militia.
I'm gonna say militia.
But he came out there to join some other people. He got out there from what the story says. My question becomes one: how did he get isolated? How did he get isolated? Okay, so how did he get isolated to the point away from? We'll get to his crew. Okay,
his posse.
No, so we'll get to that.
Let's put some like urban terms on that shit. His posse, his gang. You know what I'm saying?
So
let's be two-fisted, because that I think one source for black people is the problem. There's not.
That's how you categorize it.
It's we don't fight this with the same fist and shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers just want motherfuckers.
So the adjective you're using right now
gang out there
is gang, militia,
posse. I'm gonna use all those. Why can't I? Okay. They apply. If I can see a bunch of motherfuckers with gold chains and no guns and call them a posse, that shit was some fucking Western shit, right? Okay, well then that's a posse.
So all right, so listen. So again, we'll go back to the parent, right? We'll go back to the parent.
Okay.
Parent drops the kid off, right?
Idiot.
Gets with his posse.
I said the idiot, right? You heard that? Idiot. Real quick, idiot.
I mean, he was a wannabe police.
He wanted to be a police officer. If you go on his social media, you can see that he was at a few Trump rallies.
I've even heard.
And before we even go to he's a Trump supporter. All right, I get that. Listen. What I'm saying to you is, all right. So the mom drops him off. He gets with his posse.
Right.
They interview him. Before all of this shit pops off,
he fired up.
He's not really fired up. No.
It's a pregame. Pregame interview.
They ask him, "Why are you here?" He said, "To protect the stores and the community that is here. I do have my AR-15. I have my weapon, and I also have first aid equipment just in case someone needs help." They said, "That's why you out here." That's why I'm out here.
Somebody gets scratched.
Okay. So now, again, this is only going through what I've seen so far.
Right. Now, let me ask these questions.
So we can stop right there.
Let's just ask a question. Right. Now, these people that we're asking, right? Are they police officers? Are they?
I don't know. Look, again, these might have been reporters. They're not. I didn't see who was on the other side of the camera.
It could have been the gang interviewing.
It could have been the gang interviewing the gang. I don't know. This could be propaganda that they set up.
Are you down for the?
That's all.
Are we going to jump you in, bitch? Are we going to? You gonna ride, nigga? Or was it one of them shits where, hey man, look, you gotta get in the car and shit. Flash your headlights twice behind the motherfucking shit.
And maybe that's what it was. But again, from what I see,
let's put all that shit on it though.
Let's put it on there, right? So next thing you see a scene where he's walking down the street,
right?
And then now protesters. He haven't shot anybody yet.
No, not yet.
He hasn't shot anybody just yet,
right?
But protesters are noticing him, and basically he's got away from his posse. He's gotten away from it. Yeah. I don't know how he's strayed away from his posse,
right?
His crew, but he strayed away. So now he's by himself.
He's dolo.
They come at him. They're throwing shit at him.
Right, like get out of here.
Get out of here. What the fuck is you doing here? You know what I mean? They're throwing things at him.
Okay.
So now he's running.
Okay.
Right? He gets attacked. He did get attacked, right? Did y'all see the footage or no? No.
I didn't see the footage.
Okay. I saw the footage where the guy was shot.
They got that.
I saw that.
They attacked him. They attacked him.
Right.
So when they attacked him, he fired back. Bang.
Right.
Right? Okay. Oh my God. There's a guy with a gun shooting at people, right? Mm-hmm. Kid runs, right? Now he's or walking fast down the street. As he's walking down the street, fast or running, whatever you want to call it, still not with his posse. Right. We can't find his posse.
Right.
Next thing you know,
posse left him out there.
I guess, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now next thing you know, again, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Now again,
they like, we wasn't out here for that, I guess.
Now hold up, wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
So the bull, right, falls in the middle of the street.
Right.
Protesters coming at him.
Right.
They start to rush him.
Right.
Again, defense move. His back is against basically the wall because he's on the ground. He's on his back.
Right.
They try to go for it. One guy goes for his gun, or one of them had a 9mm pistol on him.
Right.
One of the protesters
right.
had a 9mm pistol on him.
Right.
I'm assuming he's seen that, realized he has a gun, I got a gun, I'm going to pop him.
Right.
He's down.
Right.
Or I think he got hit in the arm. I'm not sure how all that
play
went.
Call of Duty. He understands.
Yeah, right.
But
you know what I mean?
Right.
Again, right, we're still in the realm of self-defense.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
Right. Now.
At that point.
Yeah. Then he gets up, right? Gets his wits about him, sitting around, picks up the AR-15. Now he just lets off one because, people are coming out. Wow.
Warning shot just hit somebody.
And it just so happened the warning shot hit somebody. Then he walks down the street. Then everybody sees the rest on CNN where he walks down the street with his hands up.
Right.
And the cops don't do anything. He goes home, and then they pick him up the next day. Yeah. So I tell that whole story is to say, was that murder?
Was
that murder, or was that self-defense?
Well, no.
It's
not first degree murder.
It's not the first degree murder.
The point. Here you go. You even identify the point where it really, really goes wrong and shit.
Well, I identified a bunch of things that went wrong.
I'm saying. I'm talking about outside of the realm of like where he's gonna get caught up at in the self-defense and shit. Yeah. If he gets up and shit, and he's no longer being attacked by anybody and shit, and pops just a random motherfucker and shit, that's the one he's gonna get for. The other people that attacked him, he may not catch something
again,
for.
Even with
but the random motherfucker.
But even with the random one, because again, like if you see in the video, right? And again, I'm not condoning what he did. Right. I think at the end of the day, he shouldn't have been out there in the first place. I think.
So you mean he was just trying to put one down?
Well, I feel like so. Let's say in his head, right? Again, a 17-year-old kid. This is a 17-year-old kid
with a gun legal?
The AR-15 was illegal gun.
All right.
So it's a 17-year-old kid with an AR-15.
Just the beginning, he's already in the shit from the
door.
From the rip.
No, listen. Right. He already had 3 to 4 red flags before we got to that point.
Right.
But then you gotta look at it like this. All I'm saying is the people that he actually attacked and shot. Like for example, he was running and the kid hit him in the head with a skateboard. Now he was fleeing. Like here's the thing, right? Like it'd be different if he was walking through the street and he was like popping everybody. He was running, and then the guy with the kid with the skateboard,
he is a prime example of society failing a person. See, what motherfuckers really fail to identify and really talk about this shit, and people always, it's like, they associate it with the Kanye shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's class shit. It's like, that motherfucker's poor. Motherfuckers out in the streets rioting are poor. Ain't nobody with no money out that bitch. The police officers are fucking poor. So these motherfuckers, we got a bunch of poor people fighting amongst each other at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So these are the casualties. These are the type of people that are being failed. Poor people, regardless of color. This has nothing to do with a color situation. This is about fucking poor people being failed. You know what I'm saying? It's about them putting them in situations where they make decisions that fucking, in any other rational part of their mind, they would not make that fucking decision.
So you blame the economy
socially,
on why
socially, it's not even necessarily.
He shot those protesters.
No, I mean, we're talking about. We're talking. I'm talking about. We're talking about.
No,
we're talking about the atom.
We're talking. You got a point, but go ahead.
We're talking about the atom of this situation. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everything else falls into play. The layers that fall on top of that are the layers that fall on top of that. Because society fails people in a bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking to that, the nature of that. I'm speaking to the nature of the whole system of it all. Because that's ultimately where we're at right now. We're ultimately at a system that at its core is broken. We're talking about the cop system. We're talking about our social systems, how we interact with each other as people.
Well, listen, I don't deny that. I don't deny that the system that we have is broken. And I'm
just speaking. I'm speaking to it. Like I said, I'm speaking to an overall thing. I'm not speaking to specifically him.
I get what you're saying. Like the system that we have is broken. That's just obvious.
Whether it's being manipulated,
Now, I'm just saying this system that we have in place that we have and what this kid is facing, right? Is he going to get the justice that people feel like he deserves?
Well, I think maybe because
or the punishment. Let me say the thing.
Only because this is my thought process on it. If it goes forward and they don't allow the self-defense, well, it all depends.
Well, you know he's going to say self-defense,
right?
So,
but I think here's another factor: the color of the people that got shot skin, I think has a problem. I mean, there's a different view on it. You know what I mean?
Why? Because they weren't people of color.
They were not people. Well, they weren't black per se.
Yeah, I just said people of color. That's all.
But you could be color and just be light skinned. But they look like they was pretty.
No. They were fucking white. They look, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like
no. So what you saying is it's white on white crime. So that's what it is.
That's what it is.
So now white on white crime. So that's what we're gonna leave this.
Now what's his social class? Remember the kid was the boy, not influenza, affluenza, whatever that thing was. Yeah. Where they said that he wasn't exposed to stuff and he got over like 6 months. I forgot what the case was. But I remember, I thought that was the craziest thing.
Oh, the kid that raped the girl behind the...
Yeah, it was like something like that, right?
Yeah, white boy rapes a girl behind a dumpster, gets caught raping the girl and shit. Motherfuckers pull him off her and shit, you know what I'm saying? He goes to court and shit. The judge gives him a really light sentence or lets him off. Something crazy, basically because ridiculous. He said that he was just like, he was an athlete. He was actually an athlete or something, like a swimmer or something, if I'm not mistaken and shit, you know what I'm saying? And basically let him off because he was an athlete and shit. And because he was an athlete and felt that though, like, he would go to jail and it would ruin him if he went to jail.
So he didn't give him a harsh punishment?
He got like days.
Oh. Yeah, somewhere I forgot.
And then what, he raped again or something like that?
You know what I'm saying? We can look that up. But he got something really light. Yeah, really light.
No, listen. Again, the system is broken.
Right.
And yes, the players in this particular situation that he shot just happened to be.
Look, I think this is going to be another dumb result with this guy, with this kid.
What do you mean dumb result?
Well, because here you go.
He's not going to get the death penalty. So y'all can. So
we're going to get into something later and shit that I mean probably that's probably bring us back to this and shit. But here you go, because he killed some white kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who might have money.
Right.
Who might have money.
There we go.
Yeah.
Who might have money and shit. You're battling a totally different system now. Now it's what money you got against versus what money you got.
So what you saying is later on, this could possibly come out that one of the kids you possibly shot was a rich kid,
or had some influence,
or their parents have influence.
Yep.
Then we have something different we're talking about now. It's a whole different conversation. But see, here we go, wrapping it all the way up again and shit. That's why we're out here. That's why we're out here fucking in the streets. That's why motherfuckers are out here, because motherfuckers are feeling like the same shit is not equal. The same shit. We're not getting the same work, the same whatever. Yeah. We're not getting the same results.
The same
work, fucking not work. Whether you shoot somebody, whether you don't shoot somebody, I gotta work twice as hard because of my color or fucking whatever that shit is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think
that is the general energy.
It's definitely not fair. I think at the end of the day, yes, the punishment. Like if I get a speeding ticket and he gets a speeding ticket, my speeding ticket experience is a much different experience than his experience.
Right.
Like it is. I'm not gonna lie. That's been like that my whole life.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You know, now I'm not saying that, you know, I've had like crazy experiences as far as like, you know, what's going on in the world now, but I get it. I'm just saying at this point, what are we looking at? Because there are some people out there that say it is all right that he shouldn't get anything. They have a GoFundMe page right now for Bull.
Oh, absolutely.
I seen.
I think it's like, it's a church.
Yeah,
but see, now we've politicized it. It's not even about. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a political issue and shit. It's not some fucking regular shit where you would just sit back and be like, oh, that's right and that's wrong. Now we got all these fucking weird ass layers on some shit.
So
why is we put some weird ass layers on some shit when normally, you know what I'm saying, from what we know, from our experiences and shit.
Yeah.
Our experiences and shit, he'd be roofed. What if we was telling this same story about one of our homies?
Was black.
What if we would? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If he was
what if we were telling this story about our homies?
So wait a minute.
Homie.
That was my next question.
If we said,
wait a minute. That's my next question. You're right. Let's just say we put the shoe on the other foot, right?
Yeah, oh, he just killed 2 people.
Black mom drives her 17-year-old son to Wisconsin because he feels like he wants to protect the black business.
Ain't no black mom.
I'm just flipping. I'm just flipping the screen. All right, so I'm just flipping the screen here.
We're in an alternate reality.
Yup, yes, bizarro world. But let's just say the black mom did that, right? Black kid, same thing. They interview the kid.
Right.
Black kid says the same thing. I'm just out here to protect these businesses and the good folks in this community, right? Same thing, footage.
Cash.
Hey, you. Fuck is you doing with that rifle? Throw something. He's running. They attack him. He hits him.
Right.
Gets up. Somebody hits him in the head with a skateboard. They rush him again. He pops off again.
That's every day.
Then he gets to.
But that's what I'm saying.
Then he gets to the cops. Oh, wait a minute. Then he gets to the cops in the armored Jeep and the cop car sitting there. Right. It was like 2 of them on the street, and then there was one right there. He's walking with his hands up, saying whatever he's saying. I don't know because I don't know what the white boy was saying. So he says the same thing. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's where the story stops right there. Because once he got to the cops, we all know that's where the experience is totally different. Oh, yeah. That's what we know.
You
right
walking
there.
Towards the cop with an AR.
You know what I'm saying? That's what and going back to it, that's what the fight is about. The fight is about once you even get to that point, the experience now changes.
They had to put him down.
Now the experience is totally.
You believe they put him down?
I would think they would have put him down. He had
even if not, like I said, if that was your homie, if that was
a pencil, they would have shot him.
Dude, like I said, if that was your homie, you would be like, yo, they about to roof fucking Rafiq. That's what our conversation would be.
Yeah.
His conversation ain't like that.
He got a
$1 million church GoFundMe.
He ain't coming home. That's what I be saying.
Yeah.
Like on the black side, you're not going to see
we've seen it in our
200,000 GoFundMe.
We've seen it. We've seen it in our culture for less.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it in our culture for less. So that's where the dividing point becomes this shit. The treatment. It's like why didn't he get why at any point did he at least get detained? Why didn't he even get held up? Like, at least just sit in the cop car until we sort this out.
They let him go home.
No, not just let him go home. He went to the cop car, leaned in, talked to him. Whatever he said, the cop must have said back up because he backed up like no problem. And then after that, he kept walking. So in other words, he walked off. I'm assuming his mom picked him back up.
Probably. I mean, I heard they was like,
and then
good
took
job.
him back home.
I'm just pointing out, even going back to my societal failures and shit, how many points and times and checkpoints did someone not socially just be like, yo, chill? Like, at what, I mean, just a random motherfucker going by, like, yo, why, yo, take your young ass home. You don't need to be out here fucking.
Yeah, no,
I watched when the first initial fucking kickoff shit, when they was, the riots kicked off and shit. Yeah. I watched a video, I don't know if it went viral or not, of a black woman and shit, who, I guess she was walking with her kids and shit, and these people were walking by, these white people in a car driving by offering their kids a brick and shit. Like, you know.
Oh, I seen that. I seen that.
And the black woman was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Don't be fucking offering my kids no fucking."
That was back in March. They was talking about Black Lives Matter. They had a car full of bricks.
Yeah,
it was these white people. They had a car full of bricks giving them out.
Right.
Like take these. Like take a brick.
Right.
The fucked up part about that was, I'm pretty sure some niggas took some bricks.
No, but listen.
But they had bricks showing up in random places.
No. But they had bricks. No, they had piles of bricks. No, I remember that.
No, but my point to the matter is just the fact that at that point, that woman socially became a stop. Out regards to whoever she got away with that with, it was going to stop right there with her. She was going to be like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that nut ass shit.
Yep. Stop right there.
So at what point? That's what I'm saying. So at what point
did somebody?
His mom didn't say get out of here with that nut ass shit. When he got out and started walking down the street, when the militia,
the posse didn't say nothing.
The posse didn't say shit. Posse was like, yeah, fucking, you know what I'm saying? They fucking didn't get in the way.
Shit, they left. They went to Broadway.
No, listen, they did it. No, listen. They got the cops talking. No, listen, they got the cops. They got the cops saying, talking about good job.
The people that were
good job out there.
The people that threw fucking bricks and shit at the motherfucker with the gun are fucking idiots. That is the biggest definition of fucking bringing a knife to a gunfight. You didn't even bring a knife. You brought a goddamn bottle or a rock.
So you're a victim blamer. So what you're saying is they set themselves up to be shot.
Listen, I'm going through the whole chain of failure.
Where everybody failed.
Where everyone failed and shit. No one gets a pass. No one gets a pass.
They was peacefully protesting.
No, listen. No, listen. I do say this. No, look. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I do agree with that. Like,
no, I mean, I
like, here's the thing. Yeah, you see that. He might be out of pocket, but if I don't have anything to combat that,
you're right.
I think I'm gonna have to fall back and let him ride.
You picked the wrong fight.
Yeah,
you picked the wrong fight.
Why am I going to attack that? And I guess my point is, in this particular topic, is everybody didn't use good judgment in this situation.
No, there was all kinds of
protesters, the bull, the mom.
But I don't know. I don't know if it was predictable. You never know.
No. I get it. I think at the end of the day, people got hyped up. People are like excited. Adrenaline takes over, and it make you do dumb shit at times.
The thing is, It
does. It makes you do dumb fucking shit.
Culturally, if you had any awareness and shit, you was waiting for this to happen and shit.
So
culture. How about this? Let's take it a step further. Culture, if you aware of shit, if you really aware of shit about what the fuck is going on and shit, you wait for a fucking real deal fucking shootout happened. Real revolution.
So
shit.
Again, hey, and you know what, this bull, man, I see why we get along so well, because that's what my next question was going to be. Do you feel that a civil war is coming? And let me define civil war, right? Before it goes like all over the place. What I mean by civil war is it was a time where white America had the upper hand when it came to weapons and things of that situation. It was a time, like,
it still is.
But man. now let me say this. But what I'm saying is now, 2020, I think it's a little bit different. Not that white folks don't have more guns. Maybe not. I don't know the ratio on that, and I don't want to be trying to sit here and quote it. But niggas got guns. Niggas got guns. Niggas got guns, and at this point aren't afraid to use them.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you're it's like, if white folks, like, remember how they was guarding the statue down there in South Philly, the Christopher Columbus John, right? and you see white folks guarding it. What if niggas went down there and said, I don't like this shit at all. How they get to sit out there with their AR-15s and I can't? I tell you what, I'm going down there. I'ma stand there. If they can stand there with their AR-15, I can stand down there with mine. Now you look. Now there's a standoff because I'm pretty sure you're picturing this shit in your head.
Right.
There's a standoff. How long does it take before somebody says, "Man, fuck all this, man"?
I mean, yes. I mean, that's
you know that I feel that.
So what I'm saying is I feel like this is just me. I feel like if things don't get a handle on, we can see that very soon. Because now, like black people are marching up to where like the Klan are, like, you know what I mean? Like you're getting people, like you're getting people coming out to protest. Like I was watching CNN, and this girl was at a protest, and there was a bunch of white people just yelling at her and shit like that, right? And
I saw that.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
This nigga looked at it on TV, didn't like it, called his homies. They shot down there with their guns.
Went down there with the guns.
Yep. Yeah. Went back to the girl and said, "Now talk."
Yeah.
And I bet not see nobody interrupt her. So at what point is somebody going to say, "Fuck that"? I'm going to interrupt her. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it gets...
Tensions is high.
Yeah. It's going to just takes a bold motherfucker. I mean, that's just an individual fucking...
I think it's coming, man.
You know I mean, I agree with that. Here you go. I'm going to just take it a step further and shit. Here you go. You ready for the Spawn Vicious conspiracy moment and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know...
I don't know if I'm ready for this, y'all. I'm not ready for this. Hold up, let me hold up, man. Hold up. I might
spark
have
up that one.
Yeah, I got him.
This one, you ready for it?
Okay, good.
Yeah, let me get high enough to even present it properly and shit. In grade school, you learn. I mean, I don't know if I did learn in grade school that fucking in terms of culture, in terms of politics, in terms of war and shit. That wartime's always been a thriving time for economics and shit.
Yeah.
Because of production of goods and this, that, and other thing, yada 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 and shit. Now, a lot of times those wars have always taken place someplace else,
abroad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really wondering if motherfuckers have really tried to figure out how to capitalize on the war right here, and I think that's what motherfuckers are doing.
I don't think that's
here we go.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Here we go, because this is my end point to it all. Like I said, Montez conspiracy moment and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's hear it.
Like, fucking right now we owe fucking a government like China lots of money and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We'll never pay that off.
We'll never pay that off and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So at any point in time and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when there's unrest, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's always like, this, chaos brings about order and shit, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers begin to ask for shit. When 9/11 came and shit, you know what I'm saying, with the planes and shit, motherfuckers immediately asked, we need to be searched. We need motherfuckers searched on airplanes. So now you got to walk and take off your shoes and, you know what I mean, whatever.
You got to go through the whole circular X-ray.
You know what I'm saying? But here you go.
Body search.
But here you go. Let me take you a step. This is why I'm making my point and shit. Okay. Because really, if you really want to, if you go do the TSA thing and shit and go get the pass and shit, you know what I'm saying?
They did the background check, right?
You get the background check shit, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They did fast track you.
We go back to the 90s with how you travel. But all you got to do is spend $100.
An extra $100 will get you over.
An extra $100 will take you back to the 90s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said and shit, I'm saying chaos brings about order. So, at what point did a chaos like this that ensues and shit, why as a government, why would you want this chaos? It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't.
You really want to hear it? Because I got P-Funk's conspiracy theories too.
I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, there has to be some reason for you to make money,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I think.
If you're up for sale and shit, motherfuckers might really be up for sale.
I think
motherfuckers wearing masks just like China.
If you're gonna go, if we're gonna ride out or your conspiracy theory, I think the reason why the chaos is going on and it's just a lot of chaos going on. In my opinion, there's something going on that someone just doesn't want me to see, and I'm not just saying the president. I think he's a distraction too. I think
distraction that creates other distractions.
Yeah. So in other words, there's something going on. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's distracting enough to where every time I try to look to see what the fuck is going on, there's something else that's taking my attention and captivates it
all over the place.
You know what I mean? So and I'm just speaking in general. So if that's the case, I still don't think civil war, and that's what I call it, civil war, is something that anybody wants. Because I think if it happens, like a threat is crazy, but if it really happens, a lot of things stop just from the fucking pandemic. Real rap. Until people adjust it, like people, for civil war to happen, that would be like what we see when I was a kid, or even now in different countries where people walk in the streets and they just gat each other.
You have to realize that I've realized a long time ago that I'm 48 years old and shit, you know what I'm saying? In my lifetime, I've pretty much had it pretty good and shit, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had a major incident globally or anything like that has totally affected my life in a
This is the
way.
first thing.
This is it for me.
I agree.
This for me and for me.
9/11,
you know what I'm saying?
And this.
You know what I mean? Like, if you were in New York, but here you go, even something like 9/11.
That was isolated. It was isolated.
If you were in New York, it reverberated, but that's really something that was.
Or like the Oklahoma blast. Like, I remember things like that, but that didn't affect me. Right here, I get it.
I'm saying, we have grandparents that fucking, went through like shit like Vietnam, fucking the social unrest of the 60s, goddamn fucking plagues, World War II, One. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
I don't have, for my existence, it's been pretty cool.
Relatively smooth.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking crack, all that shit.
I ain't talking about, but that's just life. I'm talking about
the major global blood owls and shit. And I feel like this is the one. That thing in our history and shit
in my life
that has changed things forever. Shit's not going back to normal. There's a new normal.
I said that.
There's a new normal
I say that all the time.
And whatever that new normal is and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's about some money. It's about some bread.
Oh no, I agree.
It's about some
power.
money.
It's about
resource.
It's resources. Is like I said, something's going on. Look, we're gonna wrap it up. That was an interesting conversation, man. I was mad at that one, man. I had a lot more to say though.
We get that on the next episode.
We get on the next episode, right?
It's unscripted.
It's unscripted. We talk about whatever the fuck we want. That's because look. That's why we talking. Look at him.
Hey man, look, man. Dude.
It's unscripted.
What is that?
What is what?
What's that? Smoke.
It's unscripted. P-Funk, Spoiled Vicious, Nard. We out.